In the early days of air travel, everyone flew in the same cabin and paid the same price. Things changed in the 50s when some airlines introduced first-class service. Then, 3 decades later, business class cabins were set up on long-haul international flights. Premium economy was launched by a select group of carriers in the 90s. And so the classes of service offered today are economy or coach, premium economy, business, and first. As we move from one cabin to another, passengers pay more, but they also get more, and that is comfort and perks in all possible forms. Very few aircraft offer all 4 classes of service. Typically, airplanes feature 2 or 3 cabins depending on the carrier and route. One-cabin flights are also common. On every flight, carriers allocate a certain amount of seats for different fare levels. Every such subset is represented by a letter called booking code, or also booking class. Each class of service will have a set of booking codes corresponding to it. Here is how United distributes its booking codes by cabins. As you can see, there are 15 booking codes within economy. This internal subdivision only concerns the fare paid by the passenger and the corresponding ticket restrictions. It is not tied to the physical characteristics or the location of the seats within the economy cabin. For instance, travelers who purchased K-class and B-class seats may fly in the same row. Yet they pay a different price to travel in the economy cabin. That happens because the more expensive fare comes with more flexible terms. It may be exchanged or refunded, while the cheaper fare is non-exchangeable and non-refundable. The amount of seats available in each booking class is constantly changing. Airlines have complicated algorithms that determine how many seats at each price should be offered for sale. I'll use a simplified example to illustrate this concept. Airline X offers a flight with 40 seats, all of them in economy class. There are 4 booking codes, A, B, C, and D, with the following corresponding fares, $50, $30, $20, and $10. The flight is scheduled 9 months in advance, and the airline opens only the top 2 booking classes at the beginning. In the course of 3 months, they only sell a handful of seats in the cheapest available B class. To increase its sales, Airline X opens up some seats in C booking class. After another 2 months, only 7 more seats are sold, and that's when the carrier opens the cheapest D class to get more passengers. Travelers buy tickets and gradually fill up the plane. 1 month before the flight, there are no seats left in C and D booking classes. As it gets closer to departure, Airline X leaves open only the most expensive A class to profit from travelers in need of last-minute arrangements. Imagine all this, only with around 20 booking classes, fares ranging from a few dollars to thousands, and countless flights with hundreds of seats. It's quite complex, but it helps carriers stay profitable. Modern airlines offer 4 classes of service: economy or coach, premium economy, business, and first. Each next cabin offers more comfort and perks in exchange for a higher fare. Usually an airplane would offer 2 or 3 cabins at a time, depending on the route and carrier. The seats on every flight are divided into subsets corresponding to different price levels. Each group is represented by a letter called booking code, or booking class. While an airline may only have 2 or 3 classes of service, they will use 10 to 20 different booking codes in order to control the amount of each fare level sold.